HOA Karen cut my garage power for 5 months. I turned her 100K Tesla into a 70K paperweight. My name is Marcus Bennett. I'm 45, a senior software engineer at a semiconductor company in Austin, Texas. I drive a 2022 Rivian R1T, my dream truck. But the real star of this story is my wife's car, a 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid that we bought new for $112,000. We live in Willow Creek Estates, a nice but tightly controlled HOA neighborhood built in the early 2010s. Every house has a three-car garage, and the CC&Rs are clear garages, must be used for vehicle parking, no permanent conversion to living space. We use our third bay as my home office workshop, workbench tools, 3D printer server rack for side projects. It's always been that way since we moved in 2019. Never got a single complaint. Until Victoria Langford became HOA president in January 2024. Victoria's early 50s former real estate agent lives 3 houses down in the biggest lot. Always in Lululemon, drives a brand new Cybertruck, which she parks in her driveway half the time. Ironically, she ran for president on a platform of restoring standards and won in a landslide, because most people don't show up to vote. Her first act, a neighborhood-wide garage audit. The first warning. February 2024. One Saturday morning, Victoria and 2 board members knocked on my door with clipboards. Mr. Bennett, we're conducting compliance inspections. Your third garage bay appears to be converted into an office, which violates Section 7.4 of the CC&Rs. I invited them in, showed them the space-folding workbench tools on pegboard. No walls or plumbing added, and easily convertible back to parking. It's a workshop, not a conversion. I park my Rivian there every night. Victoria smiled, that tight, condescending smile. The rule is clear: garages for vehicles only. You have 30 days to return it to parking use or face daily fines. I pointed out that half the neighborhood had gym equipment, fridges, or kids' play areas in their garages. She replied, we're addressing those as well. The fines begin, March 2024. Day 31, $100 fine. Day 45, $500 fine plus warning of lien. I appealed to the board. Denied. Victoria's reasoning: your server rack and 3D printer constitute commercial activity. I'm a W-2 employee. It's a hobby. The nuclear option, April 2024. I came home from work one day to find the breaker for the third bay flipped off at the exterior panel. A bright orange lockout tag from the HOA's approved electrician, unauthorized electrical modification. Power disconnected pending compliance. They'd cut my garage power. Inside my wife's Tesla Model S, which we charge every night on the level 2 charger in that bay. No power equals no charging at home. Victoria left a note on the windshield: power will be restored once the garage is returned to approved use. Thank you for your cooperation. I called her. She answered with fake sweetness. Victoria, you can't just cut power to my garage. Actually, the HOA has authority over common utility infrastructure and safety violations. Your commercial setup is a fire hazard. It wasn't. The panel was original builder install. 5 months of hell, April to August 2024. For 5 months, we couldn't charge the Tesla at home. Options. Public superchargers, 20 minutes away, $40, $60 per full charge, inconvenient, with 2 kids. Destination chargers at malls, unreliable availability. Level 1 110V outlet in the main garage, 3 miles per hour. A full charge took 4 to 5 days. Our electricity bill actually went up because of inefficient public charging. Victoria escalated. Weekly drive-bys in her Cybertruck taking photos. Fines totaling $200 by July. Letters threatening foreclosure, lien. Anonymous complaints to the city about illegal home business dismissed. A neighborhood Facebook post shaming certain residents who think rules don't apply with a partial photo of my garage. My wife Sarah was furious. The kids complained about never having the Tesla ready for school runs. I stayed calm. I started researching. The discovery, June 2024. Texas law is very clear on utility service. A homeowners association cannot disconnect or interfere with individual utility service except in cases of non-payment or imminent safety hazard, certified by a licensed electrician. Victoria's approved electrician was her husband's golf buddy. No official safety report filed. More importantly, Texas Property Code 2004 gives HOAs limited enforcement powers, but courts have repeatedly ruled they cannot physically alter or disconnect utilities without due process. I consulted an attorney specializing in HOA disputes. $500 consultation well spent. His advice: don't move the workshop, document everything, let her dig her own grave. I installed indoor and outdoor 4K cameras covering the breaker, panel, and driveway. The plan: July 2024. I discovered something beautiful. Victoria's Cybertruck, that 100K plus stainless steel beast, required 240V level 2 charging to be practical. She had her charger installed in her driveway because her garage was full of storage and gym equipment. Yes, ironic. But here's the kicker: her driveway charger was on a shared transformer with 3 other homes, including mine. No, I didn't sabotage anything illegal. I did something much smarter. I filed a formal request with our electric utility Austin Energy for a dedicated meter and higher amperage service to the third bay for electric vehicle charging needs. Completely legal. Many homes do it. The utility approved. Scheduled upgrade for late August. But during the permitting process, the city inspector noticed something. Victoria's driveway charger was pulling 80 amps on a circuit that per code should have been load calculated for the whole street segment. Result: temporary load restriction on that transformer until upgrades completed. Translation: Victoria's Cybertruck charging speed was throttled to 6 amps, about 8 miles per hour. A full charge now took 3-4 days. She went nuclear, called me screaming, "You did this!" I calmly replied, "I just upgraded my service for my EV. Not my fault the transformer can't handle existing load." The breaking point: August 2020. Victoria started parking her Cybertruck in the street to use a neighbor's outlet with extension cord, code violation. Got fined by the HOA, her own rule. Then she tried to have my Rivian towed for blocking sidewalk when it was legally parked. Tow truck driver refused after seeing my cameras. Finally, she snapped. August 23rd, 2 a.m., camera alert. Victoria in pajamas, flashlight in hand, at my exterior breaker panel with bolt cutters. She cut the lockout tag and flipped my garage breaker back on. Caught in glorious 4K with audio. Let's see how he likes commercial activity now. She didn't realize flipping it on without proper inspection violated her own safety claim. I called police. Non-emergency became emergency when I mentioned attempted utility tampering. Officers arrived, watched footage, arrested her for criminal mischief and trespassing. The fallout: September 2024. 24. The arrest video body cam leaked to the neighborhood group chat, went viral locally. HOA emergency meeting: Victoria removed as president. All my fines refunded with interest, formal apology letter. But the best part: because of the transformer issue now documented as caused by her excessive load, Austin Energy required Victoria to install a dedicated 200 amp service for her Cybertruck charger. Cost $18,000 out of pocket. She tried to sell the Cybertruck to avoid the expense, but word had spread in the local Tesla owners groups about the HOA Karen who cut power over a garage office. The Cybertruck market had cooled anyway, but her specific vehicle became known. She listed it for $95,000, no bites for weeks. Finally sold in November 2024 for $68,000, a $32,000 plus loss on a truck less than a year old. Plus the $18K upgrade she still had to pay because the buyer didn't want driveway charging issues. Total hit over $70,000 to turn her pride and joy into an expensive paperweight for 5 months. My garage power was restored the day after her arrest. We charged both EVs overnight again. I kept the workshop exactly as is. Victoria moved out in January 2025, sold her house at a loss, and relocated to a non-HOA neighborhood ironically. Last I heard, she's driving a leased Honda CR-V. Moral of the story: don't start a war with an engineer who owns EVs and knows utility codes. And never ever mess with a man's garage. So tell me, has your HOA ever tried to control your garage or EV charging? Drop your stories below. The best one gets pinned. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Next week, the HOA Karen who stole packages and got instant karma caught on Ring camera. Keep your breaker boxes locked and your cameras rolling, folks.